Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is a show where we discuss everything day trading to keep you profitable. So if you're new here, make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on future uploads. Alright, welcome back everybody. In today's video, I'm going to cover a very controversial topic. I'm going to touch on a little bit of psychology. And hopefully by the end of this video, you can pinpoint what's really holding you back. Before we jump into it, I need to let you know that this is not financial advice. Don't come crying to me if you lose money. You lose money if you don't have a plan, but I digress. I'm going to send this video to the people that need it. If you're not subscribed, I hope this message finds you well. So if you're still losing money in the markets, it's not because you're not smart. It's because you're trading what you want to see, instead of what the chart is actually telling you. And that mindset, that emotional bias, is why most traders fail. So I made a post on my social media account, which you should go follow by the way. But I asked my audience, my community, my students, my family, my friends. I asked them to share why they think most traders fail, and I got some interesting responses. One response was because they don't use indicators. Another person said it's because they overtrade. Another person said it's because they don't understand supply and demand. But none of those answers were correct. And if you want to know why I believe most traders fail, it's because everyone wants the quick fix. The magic indicator, the one setup that never fails, the perfect entry. But here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not your system that's broken. It's your mindset. So I want you to pay close attention to this, because there's 3 reasons why most traders fail. Reason number 1, they lack discipline. Let's break it down. Most traders fail because of 3 things. They lack discipline. What does that look like? Impulsive trades, moving your stop losses, exiting a trade too early or too late. They lack structure. Imagine a boxer going into a fight without a game plan. Without any training, without any coaching, without any conditioning. He's going in blind. He's going in unprepared. And the same thing applies to your trading. If you're not journaling, if you're not reviewing, if you're not learning from your past mistakes, then you're not taking your craft seriously. And that alone is going to limit your growth. But the 3rd reason why most traders fail is because they lack emotional control. Think about this. When you're in the zone, you're dialed in, you're in the flow, everything's working. Then all of a sudden you get a losing streak. Now your brain is flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone. Your heart starts racing. You feel uneasy. Your breathing gets faster. And the next thing you know, you're making impulsive decisions based off of emotions. You're trying to win back that lost money. You enter a trade you shouldn't take. It goes against you. Now you're down 3 times more than you initially lost. That's not strategy, that's gambling. You're not trading, you're gambling. Now if you relate to any of these 3 categories, it's time for a change. It's time to step up and take accountability. Because trading is a high leverage game, which means the more skilled you become, the higher the reward. But also the higher the risk. This is why I've always preached patience. If you're not ready to trade the markets, don't do it. If you're not ready to handle the stress, don't do it. Because trading is not only a business, it's a lifestyle. And if you want to be successful at it, you need to be willing to put in the work. You need to be willing to learn. You need to be willing to adapt. But here's the unfortunate reality. Most traders are just looking for the next big thing. The next best indicator, the next best setup, the next best course, the next best coach, but they're not focused on the fundamentals. This is why you see the same person in the Discord server every week asking for help, every month leaving negative comments, every quarter sending messages, and every year joining another course. Well, I've got news for you. This is not going to work. Eventually you're going to burn out. Eventually your emotions are going to get the best of you, and eventually you're going to quit. That's why I've taken a different approach. I created a system that works for me, and I've been sticking to it for years. I've implemented rules that I've promised myself to never break. Because trading is a high leverage game, which means the more skilled you become, the higher the reward, but also the higher the risk. This is why I've always preached patience. If you're not ready to trade the markets, don't do it. If you're not ready to handle the stress, don't do it. Because trading is not only a business, it's a lifestyle. And if you want to be successful at it, you need to be willing to put in the work. You need to be willing to learn. You need to be willing to adapt. But here's the unfortunate reality. Most traders are just looking for the next big thing. The next best indicator, the next best setup, the next best course, the next best coach. But they're not focused on the fundamentals. Well, I've got news for you. This is not going to work. Eventually, you're going to burn out. Eventually, your emotions are going to get the best of you, and eventually, you're going to quit. That's why I've taken a different approach. I created a system that works for me, and I've been sticking to it for years. I've implemented rules that I've promised myself to never break. So let me introduce you to the 5 rules I follow. These rules have helped me remain consistent, disciplined, and profitable throughout my career as a trader. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. These rules were inspired by some of the most successful entrepreneurs, investors, and traders. I learned from the best and adapted it to my own personality type. So rule number 1, plan your trade. Trade your plan. This is a rule I live and die by. Before entering a single trade, I have to have a plan. I need to know my entry, my stop loss, my take profit, and most importantly, my edge. If I'm not following my rules, I'm not trading. Plain and simple. I would rather miss out on a trade than take a subpar trade. Rule number 2, never trade out of revenge. When you're in the zone, you're dialed in, you're in the flow, everything's working. Then all of a sudden you get a losing streak. Revenge trading will destroy your statistics. It will ruin your confidence, and it will lead to bankruptcy. Trust me, I've seen it all before. Rule number 3, take breaks after losses. When you experience a loss, it's important to take a step back and analyze what went wrong. But you also need to take a break and clear your head. Don't try to make up for your losses right away. Give yourself time to cool down and refocus. Taking a break after a loss can help you avoid making impulsive decisions and can help you stay calm and focused on your next trade. Rule number 4, journal everything, even the mistakes. Keeping a trading journal is essential for any trader. It's a great way to track your progress, identify areas for improvement, and hold yourself accountable. And yes, I know it takes time. It's boring and it's tedious, but it's worth it. There's no better way to improve your trading than by tracking your trades and analyzing your results. In my opinion, every trader should journal every trade, and I don't care if you're using Notion, Excel, Google Sheets, Evernote, whatever. Just make sure you're tracking your entries, your exits, your R&Rs, your biases, your setups, your indicators, everything. And if you want to take it one step further, I recommend creating an entry for each trade in your trading journal and giving it a label based on the trade itself. For example, I label my trades either a win, a learning experience, or a mistake. If you're struggling with your trading, go back through your journal and see where you can improve. Maybe you're not cutting your losses fast enough, or maybe you're being greedy and taking profits too early. Whatever it is, your trading journal is going to help you find it. Rule number 5, detach your ego. Follow the data. At the end of the day, trading is a numbers game. We're not trying to beat the market. We're trying to beat our own demons. We're trying to conquer our own minds. And if we can't do that, we're never going to be successful. So detach your ego. Follow the data. I hope this video has inspired you to take your trading to the next level. I've given you the tools to succeed. Now it's up to you to put in the work. You're one mindset shift away from everything changing, but no one can make that shift for you. So stop chasing, slow down, learn to play the long game. Because in trading, your real edge isn't your setup, it's your consistency. Consistency beats intensity, every single time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it valuable, please make sure to leave a like. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. I appreciate you stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next video.